Wait, 10:13 we started.
Okay.
10:14 basically. Yeah.
It's literally 10:13.
It's 10:13.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 10:14.
It's literally
basically.
12:15. So
Oh, time is just a construct and it's not even real.
How were we?
Happy daylight
That's insane.
savings.
Oh my gosh, I remember Jaden, I had this conversation and I totally gaslit you. And I totally told you that it wasn't real. Remember I was like, oh no, not that it
she did.
Not that it wasn't real, but that
they canceled it.
That they canceled it. And I was like, no, Jaden, it's not happening this year. And I totally could have just ended everything for Jaden and totally messed up his day.
Yeah.
It was like a bill that was going to be passed.
It was supposed to.
Yeah. Speaking of that,
I know that.
Go out and vote.
I literally go vote. I have a story on daylight savings because it literally happened to me this morning. I posted it on my Instagram story. But basically what happened was that I've been struggling waking up past like 10. Like it's just been a struggle for me. I wake up at 8:30. I read a chapter in my book. It was a beautiful morning. I'm in my kitchen now. It's 9:00. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start my breakfast. I'm ready to start my day. And then I text my family group chat because I'm just so proud of my accomplishments. And I was like, guys, I got up. It's not 10:00. This is a big deal for me. And then what did my mom say? Of course, this fucking, oh my God, I'm sorry. Okay, before this, they literally were like, censor yourself a little bit, please. Thank you. Literally were like, she said, congratulations, I got up at 5:30 to be at a golf tournament at 6. I'm like, don't make this about you. And then my brother says, Jaden, don't forget it was daylight savings, so it's basically 11. And I said, let me have my moment. You don't want to be for me ever.
Damn, they really
too good.
It came for
Summer.
me so hard.
Damn, they really Summer found a new cuss word. Damn, she just discovered it.
I just discovered it.
But seriously, that was brutal. Jaden, you're so funny with your mom. Like when she tries to come for you, like it's literally your mom talking to you, and you're literally like, "Oh my gosh, this girl just tried to come for me. Like I'm about to like put her in her place. I need to put her in her place." I'm like, "That's your mom." It's so funny.
It could be controversial, but it's just like the way.
But that's the way you guys talk.
Yeah, that's just the way we are in our dynamic. Like she came for me about college the other day. But the intent was pure, but it came out in a way where I genuinely felt actually attacked.
Yeah.
So she literally was like randomly, of course she's hanging out with dance moms and they're probably talking it up. And she was like, you should go back to college. And I was like, so you don't believe in me anymore? What's that about? And I was like, why don't you go back to college? That real estate license is sitting there real pretty. What are we doing?
That's literally what he said. That's exactly what he said.
My mom constantly is putting me in my place, but if I ever were to try to put her in her place, I'd be done for in a grave.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. You know, Monica. You know my mom.
Monica's
She
crazy.
She literally would look at me and it'd be like that. She'd give me one look and just be like, "Who pays for your bills?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." I'm just gonna go ahead and shut up.
I was telling my mom, I was like, because backstory, people, we have a guest, obviously. I guess we should introduce you.
Sorry, you sidetracked.
This is Jaden Barba.
Hello.
Famous TikToker,
dancer, actor, famous TikToker, future singer, also
future singer, future actor,
player of my life, the Kris Jenner to our Kim and Khloe Kardashian.
I really am.
We should name this podcast Kris Jenner, and then we could say like we had Kris Jenner on our pod.
Yeah,
that is insane behavior.
Because you are Kris Jenner.
Yeah.
I literally just had this sound in my head when you're introducing me. It's like Kim Kardashian being like, "Hi, I'm Kim Kardashian West. I'm a mother, millionaire, beauty." That was like me.
That's such a mood. Like I want to be that. Like
wait,
anyone
if you were to introduce me on your pod, what would you say?
I feel I'd be like, so we have Summer Rowley. She's just that girl running a businesses. She's doing the podcast. She's living it. And she's also funny as hell. She's also a redhead. She's not naturally a redhead, but she's a redhead.
And she's married off.
And she's almost married. So she has that on us. But you know,
yeah, I know.
Tatum coming soon. I know.
I can't.
We tease her all the time.
What I was saying about my mom is that I was like, so we recorded a podcast and the audio ended up being horrible. We need to check and double check that list before we start recording because as you know, we have, as you know, we have technical difficulties all the time. So our audio was all messed up for this episode. So we were like, we can't re-record it because it'll be so inauthentic and just like not work out. So we were like, Kris, get here.
Kris, get here right now.
Get here right now.
And Kris dropped literally all her meetings that she had. Sorry.
I literally was in a business meeting when they called me.
Yeah. So
Christopher Jenner.
Why do I like that? Christopher Jenner. That's hilarious.
You look like a Christopher.
You do. You look like a Jenner. You're welcome for that compliment.
A stretch. Thank you. A stretch, but thank you. But I'll take Christopher. I feel like that's kind of like a hot straight guy name.
It is.
I'll take that for sure.
And Jaden, that is so you.
That is so me.
Wait, Jaden.
That's so me.
If you were a straight hot guy, you are a hot guy.
End of the conversation.
Yeah, right that's it. If you were just a straight hot guy,
I would end my life.
That's it. What would be your type? What would be your girl type?
Oh my God, that's so hard because I'm infatuated with women, but I just can't bring myself to, be physically like,
Yeah.
I can't. But I feel like it's gonna kind of be similar to my type in men, I would assume. But like it's a very big variety for me. Like I'd be sending Tatum TikToks and pictures all the time, be like, oh my God, this guy's so handsome. Like I'm gonna go cry. And then, but it's like very different scale. So I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I'm a very variety person, but also I'm very much someone who loves a good personality.
You love a good banter.
The way my like tone changed is insane. I don't know why. It just.
So let's just say that I would be your type.
Are you trying to say something?
I just want all the gay men to like actually think like they like just like me.
Tatum.
I just want to be able to be like, ha, I got you.
That's Tatum's toxic trait is thinking all gay men are just in love with her sexually.
Or my toxic trait is just accidentally falling in love with a gay man.
Accidentally.
I'm dead. But we love you, Matthew. We love you so much. I know you're listening to this shit.
That's good. Yeah, this was before. Just joking.
We love you.
Done.
Anyways.
That was insane. That was a really good question. I'm literally stunned.
That was a really good question. There's like this black stuff on my hands and I don't know where it's coming from.
Nice.
Tuberculosis.
I was speaking of having dirty hands. Hello.
Hello.
I had to like fill up my tires. I know neither of you have ever done that in your life.
I've done it.
I have.
I've done it.
Oh, okay.
I may be gay, but I have filled up my tires. So
I was at the gas station. I was at the gas station. I was filling up my tires, and I was thinking to myself, like, is this like hot that I'm like a girl that's like filling up her own tires at the gas station by herself? So then I came home and I was like, Zach, do you think it's hotter that I can like fill up the tires on my own? And he said, yeah.
Wow.
That's insane behavior.
I feel like I don't know actually what Matthew would think. He'd probably be like, well, let me do it for you.
Yeah, he would. He would be like, you don't need to be doing that by yourself.
Which is hot.
That is hot.
I mean, you grew up with brothers, Tatum, but you also grew up with like, not saying it's a bad thing, just like your parents kind of doing stuff for you. My parents were very much like, you can do that on your own.
Yeah,
so
I grew up
when
with
Zach is
too.
like, sometimes when Zach is like, oh, like I can do that kind of for you, I'm like, actually,
yeah.
I can do it on my own. But then sometimes I'm like, yeah, you could do it for me.
Yeah.
It's very
moment-
like,
No, literally the moment someone is like, I can do that for you, I'm like, okay, cool.
You're like,
I'm like,
she does that
perfect.
shit
I didn't
all
want
the
to do it.
time.
I'm like, I didn't want to
real.
do it anyways. Like, if I don't even know what it was, but I feel like there was multiple instances where I was with Matthew and I was like, I'm gonna do that. He's like, oh, I can do it for you. I'm like, oh, you don't have to ask me twice.
just opening a door.
Yeah.
Just opening a door in general.
Opening a door is crazy.
It's
But
crazy.
if a man did anything for me, I think I would just, you can use your imagination, but I was told it was PG-13. That's especially if it's like, if I'm in a relationship, oh my God, I think I would literally like die, because I'm the same as Summer. I grew up where I basically had to do everything myself because, hello, I'm the firstborn child. So my brothers don't have to really do much. I think that's why I'm such an independent king as well, because I'll do everything by myself. Like I'm mad chillin'. And so if someone were to start doing it for me, I just hope I don't get too comfortable. But there has been some instances where I would be like, oh, Tatum, do you need me to do that for you? She'd be like not even say anything. She'd be like, nod.
Just nod.
That'd be great.
I'm always like, oh, the trash. Like, I'm taking it out. I'm like, oh. And I'm like kind of struggling. And then Jaden's like, do you want me to take it out? I'm like,
No question.
Yeah.
She breaks.
I'm like, oh yeah, here. It's hilarious.
It's so funny.
That is
I
good.
love it.
We do love
Okay.
it. That's insane.
Jaden, I kind of want you to walk through your journey to TikTok fame.
Ooh, this is insane because I'm actually telling this story to a podcast and not by myself, like it's Vogue 73 questions. So this is for real, like a surreal moment for me, actually. I think
I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I literally was like, I like perked up and I was like, wait, when did this happen? Really?
It's called manifesting.
Wait, how many followers do you have now?
I have 3.2 million now, which is crazy because I was literally stuck at 3.1 million for I think a year. And I was like, what's going on, guys? What's going on? So when I hit 3.2, I was like, ah! Like it was.
I have 13.8K.
As you should.
I have 2,000. So suck it.
Okay, but back to the question.
Yeah.
So I think since I was like, I don't know how old I was, probably like 11 when YouTube beauty gurus first became a thing. I always been infatuated with the term influencer, and I always thought that was so cool. So I was like, I'm going to try it. So like, even when I was at TDC and stuff like that, like at our dance studio, like I would make YouTube videos here and there, and like, they were like fun for me and stuff like that. I just thought that career path was so cool. And I've always been kind of like integrated into social media stuff somehow. And then of course, when TikTok comes around, I'm like, I'm ready. So I first started when me and Olivia made a TikTok account together. And this is when like end of sophomore year, this was 2019. Peak TikTok was like barely becoming a thing. It was like at that phase where TikTok was embarrassing to have. I think that's why we had a joint account, because it was like that embarrassing to have TikTok. And then like around September, I started posting on my own account, and then I would make like a bunch of like dance mom meme TikToks, and like that was the first TikTok that blew up for me, was me like making fun of dance moms. And that was fun and fresh and beautiful. And then I started making turn TikToks, and those were doing really well. And I was like, oh my God. And then by the time I entered 2020, yes, it was like beginning of 2020 before pandemic, I already had like 100,000 followers. And that was like insane, because I started basically my personal account in September. And I was like, that's literally crazy. I literally have screenshots of my phone of like my progress or whatever. And then I just kept posting, doing what I'm doing. And then it was like peak pandemic. We were like about to go into shutdown. It hasn't happened yet, but we were about to. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to like post a video on the street. It was raining. I'm so dumb. I could have easily slipped and fell because I, of course, did a front aerial, but could have easily so.
Of course I did a front aerial.
Of course I did a front aerial. And then that video did really well. And then I kept doing it. And then every single video was like getting like a crap ton of views, like 1 million views. And I was like, oh my God, this is insane. Kept posting. And then I'm sorry, I'm gonna like move a little bit faster. Kept posting. And then this house asked me to join their house. And I was like, oh my God, I want to live in a house in West Hollywood. Are you kidding me? The house was literally up the hill from Saddle Ranch.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was literally on Sunset Boulevard. You could walk. It was an easy walk to Saddle Ranch. I mean, it was up the hill. I think we literally lived on Paris Hilton's like old street, like because she always mentions Kings Road, and we lived on Kings Road. I was like, that's insane.
Paris Hilton follows you, right?
Huh? Paris Hilton does follow me. That's so insane.
Literally crazy.
Jaden, that's insane.
I was like,
oh my God.
It's crazy.
I love her so much. I don't know how I got into The Simple Life, but I started watching it like last, I think 2 years ago. And I was like, this is the best show that was ever created. It's up there with Keeping Up with the Kardashians for me, but lived in this house. And then I like moved back home, and then still doing social media stuff. I got better management and all this other stuff. And now I'm just doing my thing. Now it was definitely like a very like this, but like, I feel like that's like with everything.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like, that's just how it is. Yeah.
That's how it is. And social media, just like everything else, is definitely a process to kind of do, because it's a really weird job. And honestly, I'm gonna be so straight up, I feel like I'm like at the, when it comes to like brand deals and stuff like that, I feel like I'm on the lower end right now, but that's just like the content I make and like what I do on there. But obviously it fluctuates and stuff like that. When stuff happens, like you're literally, to these people like brands or whatever, you're literally like a number. And I think that's why I don't get a lot of brand deals, because I know my worth. And sometimes they're like, we can only do this price, and I'm like, girl, you know.
Yeah.
And that's a whole another story for a whole nother day.
I think it's really just always, it's so hard because it's always changing. What is trending, what people like, it's always changing. Like now it's day in the life. Now it's really people just talking. There's no trends really. Like there's trends, but like no one's really dancing.
Dry right now.
No one's really dancing that much anymore. It's just people in their everyday lives talking. So it's constantly changing. So it's like you had your own niche, and it's like, how do you keep up with that then? You know, it's constantly like how, you know, it's just, how do you keep up with that? And it's just, it's hard. And it's honestly is like up and downs. And I remember at one point, like you also were like, I don't even know if I want to do this anymore. Like, I don't know if I want to do social media. You're like, I don't, and you, so like, you just were like, I don't even know if this is like completely what I want to do. And I feel like sometimes you still like, you like go through that and stuff, but I think that people like you for a reason, you know, so you'll get back on that.
Thank you. But it's definitely a roller coaster for sure. But obviously I think I've been having more fun with it, and just having more fun with it in general, because I know that's not my end goal. Like, it's a side hustle for me. It's fun to do on the side, but my main like focus right now is like acting and singing and just training in that department. And then obviously dance. I'm doing dance stuff on the side as well. Don't worry, don't hate me, everyone. I have completely not given that up. I love to dance. Oh my God. But it's everyone's just like, everyone is like, I'm mad at you for not dancing. But like literally. Dance industry as well, it's so different now. There's barely any auditions. Like I literally, for a project for a music award coming up soon, I had to like submit for it, and they literally just asked for my name, height, and my Instagram handles, or my Instagram handle, and then like video links. I was like, this is crazy. Not the kind of world, but like something just fell. It's crazy how it all works nowadays. And I'm just like, wow, there's like barely any auditions anymore. I think the last audition I went to was in like middle of October or something, like the first like open call, whatever. Well, acting, it's different. That's on Zoom or whatever, which is beautiful because you could be wherever you want. But dance, it's so different, and it's insane.
Yeah, it's so crazy how everything's so different. Like I was talking to someone about how House of Dragon, the show, they did all the casting for that on Zoom. They got
That's
like
insane.
literally all of it. They were hired and they didn't even like go in person, I don't think yet. They did all the casting through Zoom. The first time seeing people was like the table readings and stuff, like already, yeah, it was crazy. But it also, it does make a lot of sense. Yes, you need to see how they are in the room, but also
over screen.
It's over screen. Everything's going to be on the screen anyway, so it's truly is a good thing because they need to see how you are and how you act on the screen. Because you're not always going to be acting to a partner. You're going to be acting to a lens, a camera lens. So like you literally, it is honestly, it in a way like is smart. Because I mean, they found like amazing freaking actors for that show. So, maybe it's a good thing. But yeah, so social media is just so always flowing, always changing.
Always flowing, always changing. And it's really a game. And I think that's why social climbing exists. Because I don't think I'm as big as I could be.
Yeah.
Oh my God, am I throwing shade? I don't think I could be as big as I could be because I didn't social climb. And I don't really care to. I would rather just be doing my own thing and, you know, just doing what I do rather than just like, you know, oh my God, make a video with me because you have so many more followers than me and you have way better engagement than me. Like, I'm not going to be like that. Unless literally my friend who like, I don't know, has like, cause I do have TikTok friends who like wants to make a video with me because it's fun. I'm down and I'll like send ideas as well. Like we just do like a mini like friend collab and I don't do those that often, but when I do, it's so much fun and it's way more authentic. And I would rather honestly collab with like, even like if Summer was here, like I would do some videos. I do videos with Tatum all the time too. Like I really don't care.
Yeah.
I was just saying, not me and Tatum social climbing right now. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
I'm just joking.
But it is crazy. Like it is crazy to think that I always forget you have like 3 million followers, which
that's
like
a lot.
A lot of 3.2. Sorry, excuse my French.
3.2.
And it's crazy because it's like you really do have such a big following, but you also just don't care and you just like have us on. Like you just like make videos with me and like I literally have not a following at all. But like, you know, it's just
I really don't care.
Yeah, you just don't care. And I think that's cool. And
we are gonna have a following.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Soon.
We're manifesting that. Like literally, this is all we want to do. Like this is what we want to do. And like same for you probably too. And I think that like as much as it is a game, all this stuff, like we don't need a social climb, I'm saying, but we just like gotta play the game. And we just
gotta play the game.
To get, because it's just like, and even with what we want to do with like acting and stuff, it's like play the game.
That's a game too.
Yeah, it's just play the game,
different type.
Become, you know, influencers, whatever it is, because you get so many opportunities.
Especially if you're an actor and you're also kind of a quote unquote influencer, you get paid so much money.
Yeah.
Because you're also an actor in a series. Like that's insane.
Yeah. And I always go ahead.
I feel like it's gonna become a trend here soon. Like even Meghan Trainor already started. Like she had her dancers on there, yeah, but she had like just TikTok stars. Like they just like random TikTok stars on her music video. And her music video probably got so many more views.
She is very smart. That's, I mean, the reason her song blew up so much is because of how she advertised it and how she put it all over TikTok. And she made it like a TikTok thing because at the end of the day, what makes everything blow up? TikTok. Yeah. It does. Even YouTube.
That's so true.
I don't even really go on YouTube anymore. Like I watch some videos. Everything I see on TikTok. Anything I hear about, I hear it on TikTok. It's crazy. And yeah, it's always flowing and stuff, but that's the main source of like social media. Like definitely just use it to your advantage because there's so many opportunities. It's actually crazy.
Yeah. There's so many. And also I think Meghan Trainor did it in such a beautiful way. Yeah. Also, I think this is true. When you hire Kris Olsen as your social media manager, you're bound to just do amazing things. But also
he's her social media manager?
I think so. I heard that somewhere. This is alleged, but I think it's true Don't really know, but they're always together, and I think they've known each other since elementary school, which is so cute. Literally love both
cute.
of them. But she did it in a way that was so authentic and didn't feel forced like a lot of artists. Like, and I hate to say it, I hope I don't sound ridiculous, but I literally unfollowed some of the people that I thought their music was good. I literally unfollowed them because their TikToks were so inauthentic and way too much promoting of their music. And I just couldn't. I think I was annoyed.
I know who you're talking about.
And also I just have a couple, and also I just have a couple of other people where I'm just like, this doesn't really feel authentic. It feels like you don't even really care to be like, I mean, you're obviously promoting and like the label probably wanted you to do it, but like, it doesn't even feel like, I don't even know. And
I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
This happened.
Like, finish your thought.
I know. Dude, I'm having a really bad day today. I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
One sec, I'll be back.
But
Crohn's moment.
I'll just finish my thought real quick. But yeah, it just kind of feels a little bit authentic. And there's been times where I've literally like sometimes unfollowed that certain artist and they're making beautiful work, but I'm just like, I don't know, this feels kind of inauthentic. But I think that's what Meghan Trainor did an amazing job doing, was showing her authentic side to her personality while showcasing her music on the side. And
you guys, it's been really, really bad today, I will say. Like, literally.
I don't think I was gonna say something, but I feel like that it's just kind of, it shouldn't even exist.
What
if you had on a t-shirt? Oh,
okay.
Unless if you can cut it out.
Yeah, say it.
I was like, what if you had on t-shirts like merch? I'm having a crumbs moment. But I was like,
oh, I kind of like that.
I'm having a crumbs moment.
All the profits will be dedicated to Crohn's research.
Every single moment.
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing. That'd be so
I cannot
amazing.
wait to make merch.
Oh my gosh, me too.
So much fun.
It's gonna be cool because Zach like has a clothing brand and I can just like, he can help me and it'll be cool.
It'd be a fun bonding moment.
I also could hear everything you guys said.
Nice.
About
beautiful.
Me.
Yeah, we are talking shit.
Something's happening to this. It's like falling over. Okay. I think it's fine.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome back.
I've been back. Welcome back. Oh shit. I'm having issues.
Let me see what. Oh, I want to talk about how people on TikTok are so ruthless with their comments.
It's actually like insane.
It's like,
yeah,
the audacity of people to like say something so mean. Like on Instagram, it's not like that. It's not like that. Like I was on someone's TikTok. Well, my own, obviously I have hate comments here and there. Obviously not as much as you. I'm sure Jaden, you get so many, but I was scrolling and she doesn't even have a lot of followers. And she like had like one comment on the video. And the comment was like, this was so cringe. Just like so mean. It's just like, what?
That's Do you get hate? I feel like we never talk about that at all.
Me all the time, especially hi, nice to meet you. I'm literally queer. Of course. That's like the first like target. But hang on, I will give the credits to the Gen Z because if they're gonna have a hate comment, it's going to be creative.
Yeah.
It's going to be creative as hell. Because sometimes I'd be looking at comments and like even if it's a hate or not, I'm like giggling because I'm like, I just saved the video just for that comment. But back to the hate comment thing. I get it both on Instagram and TikTok, but it's like people just like saying obviously slurs that they're not supposed to. Yeah. And then I remember I saw this comment and it was like FA, but they censored out the rest of the word. And I'm just like, at this point, just slap me across my face and just say the whole word at this point. Like, why are we even censoring it?
Yeah.
But it's just like a lot of those comments, especially. I get more of them on Instagram because I think, as we said earlier, like, I think it's more millennial-ish energy and like a little bit older audience. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But Gen Z, I still get those comments, obviously, with TikTok and all that stuff. Like sometimes I don't know what video I posted, but I didn't even like, there was like an era where I like couldn't even look at comments because like there was just so much bad juju. And I'm just like, I'm over here just existing and y'all have something mean to say.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. But like, obviously, this is literally what I signed up for. So I'm like, I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah. I feel like it would take a long time, like once we blow up. It would take me probably a good amount of time to like get used to those comments, because I remember like a few TikToks that have blown up, like on my TikTok. There was one of like me and Tatum, and I'm pretty sure TK was in it too. And the comment, we were like, probably, I think we were in our bathing suits. And the comment was like, wow, so happy that like, people are like showing normal body types. Just like, and it's just like, it's not a bad, it's not like a bad comment, but it's just like, what do you mean normal body type? Like what does that even mean? Like, just like so, and then
you're like, I'm skinny.
I'm like, literally. And obviously like body dysmorphia is a real thing as a dancer. So like those comments are like big like issue. Like, so I feel like those kind of comments would like kill me.
People have no filter. The filter's gone. They threw it away. When making their coffee, the filter's gone. They just go straight to the filter's gone. And honestly, if I got a comment like that, like it's just so like, no, I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
No.
Should we get into the questions?
Yeah.
Wait, actually, Jaden, first I have a question for you, because I feel like I never talked to you about your sexuality. You said you were queer. What? Like, sorry, well, I'm just gonna admit I'm uneducated.
And that's okay. We're just educating people. Wait, hang on. I thought queer was like
I don't think you're queer. I think you're gay.
I think you're gay, right? Wait. I'm like telling you what you are.
Are they you're gay? Wait, are they like the
queer
same
is
thing?
Different.
Queer is different.
Oh, my apologies then. Apparently I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I am gay. I'm a homosexual. Okay. I like the same sex gender as me. Okay. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I thought queer was like just kind of like a general thing, but I think not. It kind of, so my apologies.
It's like you like, if you're queer, you like trans, and you like,
you like all. Like doesn't pansexual mean that you like,
know what, fuck it. I love everybody. I don't love just like men in general. Like I really just love anyone. And like, even if I like, there was this phase where I literally like liked a girl for like a hot minute. I was like, I was having the opposite of like a straight person liking like the same sex, being like, what's going on? I had the opposite reaction where I was liking a girl and I was like, what's going on?
Which was crazy. No, Jaden, that was crazy to hear. I was like,
that was crazy behavior for sure.
I was like, liar.
You're like, you're gay. But
I was like, Jaden, you're not fooling anyone here.
Like, I'm being so serious. I had like genuine feelings for her, but they died really fast and we became just really good friends. So that is the tea. But I did have a moment there where I did literally have like feelings for a woman, and that was crazy for me, because crazy enough, I've never experienced that in my life.
Like, would you actually like have kissed her?
Yeah, for sure.
Or like done anything past that?
See, the thing is with me is that I don't know how all that works. Like, I'm very familiar with the male body because it's my own.
And you also didn't have sisters.
I didn't have sisters either. I grew up with all boys. So I don't know how that stuff works.
Jaden, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Can you pee with a tampon in?
I feel like you can. Can you not?
Is that your final answer?
You're really stressing me out with, is that your final answer? I feel like you can pee with the tampon in because it's like a different hole, right?
Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job.
I just won the pop quiz.
You are woke.
That would be so annoying to take out your tampon to go pee. I would be mad too. Like I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
I'd
No,
be
it's
pissed.
so annoying. I'd be so mad too. Every time.
Waste of cotton. What
Waste
material
of
is it made out of?
cotton.
I don't know.
Waste of tampon.
Waste.
Made of like cotton or something. Yeah.
It's like tissue paper. Actually, no, it's not.
No, because that would
Okay.
literally dissolve the moment it went inside.
It
Also,
would be
I've
part of you.
literally been on my period for like so long. I'm dying. Anyways.
Well, at least you're not pregnant.
Yeah, at least there's that.
Period.
Period. Literally period.
Period.
Literally
Just
period. I'm dead.
Okay. Let's get into the Q&A, people.
Q&A.
Yeah.
40 minutes later.
I know.
I know. Well, it's okay. That's what kind of I wanted anyways.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
We love.
This caffeine is like really hitting me, you guys. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Really?
Me
Pretty sure this
too.
stuff has beta alanines in it and I'm starting to get itchy.
Uh-oh.
Okay. First question. Let's go.
I'm nervous already.
What do people misunderstand about you the most?
Ooh.
Ooh.
What do people misunderstand about me? I have something, but I don't even know if this is like true.
Mm-hmm.
I have actually no, that's just like a misunderstanding, but it's like not even their fault.
Okay.
I'll just say it, but like,
Sorry, my bed's really squeaky.
oh, I thought you were just laughing.
Oh, go ahead.
But when people are just like, they don't even know like really that much about me, and like I've been training in like acting and singing, but no one knows that because I'm so like accidentally like hush hush about it, because I don't really like talk. I'm not posting on my social media like videos of me like acting and singing because I'm not comfortable enough for that yet. So I'm just like, I'm chilling on the side over here. Like I'm just living my best life. No one really knows. And then people are like, oh my God, like you're such an amazing dancer. Like you should be a backup dancer for so and so. And I'm like, I respect all the background dancers, but like that's just not my journey for me. I feel like people just like categorize me as just a dancer. And like obviously that's gonna change once I like start acting and like doing all this other stuff or whatever. But I'm just like, I'm like so in my heart, I feel like this is, oh my God, I just don't want this to come out wrong. Like for me personally, I'm so much more than just like a dancer, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Also, I feel like there's also a misconception that I'm just like, that I'm just like, I don't even know if this is true, but like I'm just like a stuck up little biatch because I have this like because, sorry, I just had to censor myself real quick. Because I just have like a bigger following on TikTok, which is understandable. But like if you really know me, like I'm a really chill person. But like if I really, really like you, I'll be a bitch, but I'll be it to your face. But like honestly, I had this conversation with my mom. I'm like, well, am I just being a bitch or am I just telling you the honest truth? And then she was like, you're right.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
That's summer.
On the podcast we recorded, because I was like, a lot of people, well, a lot of people, not a lot of people, but some people who watched the podcast were like, you kind of came off kind of mean on the last podcast. Granted, I was drinking some wine. But like when I put up that,
I don't think you did.
When I put up that front and I just am like honest and just like to the point, you know, sometimes I don't laugh after when I say something that's like joking. When I'm sarcastic, I can come off so rude. But when I'm genuine, I'm like so genuine and caring about like other people and things and stuff. So
yeah, it's
I feel
like when
people can really have a misconception about my character sometimes, which is annoying and it's sucky. And I've kind of lived with that my whole life, but it's just like the people who know me and I know me, and I'm confident enough to say that I'm not a mean person.
I'm not
You're
either.
not-
I'm just honest.
You're not.
Yeah.
Both of you guys aren't. You guys are just honest. But yeah, it
Mhm.
just does come off like when you were like, I was like, yeah, like Thanksgiving, like you're talking about Thanksgiving, and I was like, oh no, we're talking about November, and I was like, Christmas time, and you were like, absolutely no, no. You're like, absolutely.
See, I was
not.
joking.
Like, that's a joke, but like
That's
people
a
like
joke.
might not know that.
Yeah.
You guys are. I love you both, and you guys are so nice, and you slay everything always.
Work.
Love you, Miss Tater.
Okay,
Tot.
I can't help that I'm so inviting.
I know, literally.
Anyways, I'm just
not.
joking.
Like Gretchen
Tatum.
Wieners when she's like, I can't help that I'm popular, and then falls into the
Exactly.
pit. Like,
Hold on, my brother. My brother's calling me. Hello.
Bruh.
no money.
Tell him we're literally recording the podcast right now.
What? Anywho, but okay. Question for.
Do you want to ask the question next, Tatum?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Let me see. What should I ask you? Oh. I might know this.
Like,
Okay.
ooh.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Anywhere.
New York City.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Without a doubt. Honestly, I would try London as well. Something about London is just so intriguing to me as well. I just feel like it's such a beautiful thing, and everyone has British accents. Like, who wouldn't want to go to London? Like, that seems like so cool. But honestly, I see myself still in a city because very stereotypical. I feel like gay people just live in cities, but it's just so much fun.
I'm on my Love Island grind right now, so the accents for sure.
The accents. Where would you guys live?
I would live in the La Jolla Cliffs.
Ooh, pretty.
Yeah.
And water beach.
Yeah, we always used to hike it, and those houses are absolutely phenomenal. And then their backyard is literally a beach. So
a beach.
Yeah, it's actually. I would probably live somewhere. I'd probably live somewhere near there. For sure.
So pretty. Also, I'm gonna add to my answer as well. I do love a good beachy moment now that we're talking about it. But also, I did go to Montana like in 2016. Gorgeous, beautiful.
Really?
Middle of nowhere. It was beautiful. But I do love a good city moment. I'm still a city girl. I'm a city girl.
City girl. No, same. I've been like back and forth too with like really liking the forest and like the wilderness.
Every time you say that, it makes me laugh so hard because Tatum used to like literally my backyard in Temecula, walking down near like the chickens and stuff. She would be like, just like literally the least adventure human in the world. And now all of a sudden she's like, she said, I want to get married in the forest. I said, no, you don't. I know you don't.
No, you don't.
Yeah. No, I would only like, I don't want to explore. I like a part of me does like, I want to like look, but once I get too close, I'm like, no.
I don't want to get
just
too
like,
dirty.
I don't get too dirty. I like to just look and like, I know, right? Being in a cabin in the woods. I love that. I think I just like the vibe.
I like the aesthetic for you.
A little glam.
Yeah, it's aesthetic. And I think that, like a farm, not me working on the farm, but just a farm life.
Have someone else do that for you.
Yeah, exactly. Of a lot of land and everything. It's just like, it is peaceful, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I feel that energy.
Nothing to do with me with like having any animals.
But the concern for me is that where's the closest coffee shop? Because if it's not close by, I'm going to be pissed. Like,
yeah, no small town.
That's why I think I would thrive in a city.
You're growing your own coffee beans, grinding them.
I actually
milking the almonds.
That. I actually would love that.
I don't believe you.
I don't either.
You don't believe you that I would love to do that?
You literally were like, I would love that. And you're like throwing your trash out to me. And you're like, can you take this out, please? And I love you so much, so I'll do it. But I'm like, Tatum mamas.
No, it's the fact that my Keurig
Matthew would do it.
Yeah. No, it's the fact that my Keurig has been sitting there for like ever, and I'm like, I don't want to use the Keurig.
Let me tell you something. I've been at Tatum's apartment for Lord knows how long. I think since she started her lease, I've been there, like just popping in and out. Like, what's up? She has this blue Keurig at her every week. She has this blue Keurig in her kitchen. I've never seen that Keurig been used, touched. But I don't blame her though, because she lives down the street from Starbucks. And honestly, I would do the same thing.
You should see how much money you'd be spending on Starbucks.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's
when
really
you can
bad.
get 120 K-cups for $30 at
that is true.
Costco.
I'm making my own coffee and saving money.
Yeah, but the thing is, I hate Keurig. I hate the Keurig.
You should just brew your own cold brew, or like buy cold brew and then just like.
No, she doesn't like reusable things.
I'm done.
Fun fact about Tatum.
You guys.
She does not like using reusable water bottles, reusable anything.
She does have reusable water bottles.
But she doesn't use them.
Oh, you mean
she
like
doesn't reuse them? She uses them, but she doesn't reuse them.
You mean just like regular water bottles? Yeah.
But she recycles.
I'm probably the reason our planet is so bad. No, I'm just joking. I'm not. But you guys, one time it was like the first day of my new, it was like either my junior or senior year, not in college. So like my 7th or 8th semester. And it was like the first day, and they're like going around. They're like, tell us something that's like kind of like a hot take about you, like that you think about. And I was like, I literally in front of my whole class was like, I have like, it sounds really bad, but I have like an issue with like reusable things.
My brother would be screaming.
And they all were like, oh, like they were all like pretty shocked that I said that. And I was like, oh, like, I don't mean to sound like controversial or anything. Like, trust me, I love the planet and like stuff, but I have an issue with like having to reuse things because it's like grosses me out. And they were like, oh, no, I understand that. And in their head, they probably were like, this bitch.
So funny.
Okay. You know, you could wash things, Tatum, right?
I mean, I do wash things. Obviously, I reuse plates and stuff, but I can't think about it too much.
That is true.
I do love a paper plate. I love a paper plate so much. It's my favorite.
I can't.
Crying.
I just can't. Okay, Jaden.
I'm ready.
This is a good one. Tatum, I didn't ask you this one, but I'll ask you, Jaden. What would be the title of a book that your worst enemy wrote about you?
Wait, re-say it again, please.
What would be the title of the book about you that your worst enemy wrote?
Oh my God, that is such a good question. Oh my God. Let me think about this one, because I know people just hate on me deep down for no reason. I'm trying to think. It could just be a bunch of like derogatory things, but I feel like I need to be a little bit creative.
Okay.
Let me just stir it up a little bit, stir up the pot. I'm like rubbing my head. My worst enemy. Tatum, think of your answer too.
I think all I have in my head is the dumb blonde.
I feel like not to toot my own horn, but I feel like I don't have a worst enemy.
You don't have an arch nemesis?
I don't think so.
I feel like
I don't hold grudges, and I always try to clear the air with people.
I don't either.
I feel like mine would just be jealousy, because people are jealous.
Jealousy. Wait, but it would have to
your
be
worst
like
enemy
your worst enemy wrote it.
That's what I'm saying. They're jealous.
No, you didn't write it. Your worst enemy would write, "I'm jealous of her."
Maybe. No, they would probably write, there's nothing bad to say, honestly. I'm trying to think about it.
I just have this line from Sabrina Carpenter's song, but it would be like, he's a homewrecker, he's a slut. It could be that. Okay, or There's another one.
That's very true.
Very true, but I didn't do anything.
No.
Not me.
Mhm.
No.
But also it could be like, watch out. He's a backstabber.
Backstabber.
He's a backstabber. I don't know. That's such a good question. I feel like
You know what?
that would have been when I would have had prepped ready.
Maybe I don't have a worst enemy, but maybe they would write like the title would be like fake or something.
Fake. I feel
Yeah.
like fake's a good one for me too.
Me too.
Be like,
But no. I don't even mean this like Summer was saying. I really don't think that anyone could have something bad to say.
mine would.
And I mean that with like the sincerest heart.
How about cocky? I'm just kidding.
You're like, I have
No.
one.
You're like, hold me back. I'm your
I'll
enemy.
write a book about
let me spit 'em
dramatic.
out.
I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, maybe dramatic. But like I'm never really like, I don't know. Ow, I just scratched myself.
Dramatic.
I feel like mine would be also the fake twink. That's a good one. That's hilarious.
Twink.
It's like, it's a stereotype for sure, but it's like the skinny gay male-ish, but he's very like bottom energy, but very like lanky and skinny in a way. It's a very kind of, it's not really a derogatory term-ish. I don't really know, but it's very used commonly in the gay community. The more you know, the rainbows, the more you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
For sure. But the fake twink, I feel like would be one of them as well. For sure. New York Times bestseller.
That's hilarious. Maybe I would just be like, the drama, the complainer,
Mm-hmm.
and the whiner.
The drama, the complainer, the whiner.
I could write a book
That's
about
really
that. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you probably could. So that's like the thing. That's the thing. I'm not perfect.
That is
obviously.
literally insane. No one's perfect. I like to think that I'm perfect, but I'm not.
Yeah, but I would say I'm really nice to people, and I get along really well with everyone.
You're nice people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we close the car door and be like, oh my God, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I'm dead. Tatum, you want to ask another question?
Oh yeah.
That was a good one.
Or I have one if you want to. Wait, we both had the one.
The one.
Yeah, go ahead.
We both had this on our list, but what advice would you give your 18-year-old self?
That's
Even
not really
though you're
that far
literally
away,
18.
though.
I know.
I just
How about
turned
16?
20.
I know.
16's good. 16-year-old self. 16-year-old me was very, I don't really know. I think in some aspects he was kind of sad just with like what was going on in my life. I don't think I ever told anyone this, but I literally almost quit dance like in 2016.
I think we all did.
I think we all did at one point, but I almost quit because it was just too much.
Yeah.
But I think I would give my 16-year-old self, because I didn't really believe in like, or not really believe, I just didn't really know what it was, like manifesting and like being very like in tune with your spirituality and stuff like that. I never really became in tune with that stuff until I just turned 19, literally like last year. I think I would give my 16-year-old self saying that you're going to obviously come out on the other end. I feel like that's what everyone would say. You're going to come out of the, oh my God, I'm keep saying words. I'm like, but you're gonna come out of the other end. Obviously, you're going to finish what you're going through, and you're going to be extremely expressive with who you are as a person. You're not going to be stuck in this little shell, even though I feel like I was very expressive with myself at 16 years old still, but it still wasn't to my fullest potential. Oh my God. For a fact, it wasn't my fullest potential. I was going to say, like, come out on the other end. You're going to blossom as soon as you leave high school and even Temecula in some aspect, even though you eventually will be coming back and forth. But you'll leave, you'll come back, you'll grow, you'll be famous. And then eventually even more famous. But also you're going to change people's lives, and with your story and your advice with the things you do. And I think that's what also like my podcast is gearing towards, as well as giving a lot of advice to a lot of to obviously like the queer community, the gay community as well. But also you have such a loving family and so many people that support you, so you have no reason to hide in this shell. And if whoever just doesn't accept you, F them. F them. I almost said it, but
That's so funny.
I almost said it, but
I love that.
Yeah, it all gets better. I hope that was a good answer. Oh my God.
That was really good. And I feel like it's crazy because I feel like I remember when you blossomed. Like I remember when you started to fully be yourself. It's when you literally left Temecula and you left TBC.
When I left Temecula.
And
I felt like I had to be somebody else.
Yeah, and you lived at that house and you literally like started wearing crop tops and you started like being able to like
you dyed your hair.
Yeah. I did dye my hair. It all happens when you dye your effing hair.
I don't know.
Well, she's gonna come out soon.
Well, something's happening soon. But yeah, it's crazy.
I can share. We asked this question on the podcast before, but I'll share my answer because I feel like I had a pretty good answer. I had two different answers. One of them was the little things that I used to just get so worked up and stress over literally don't matter now. Like
they don't matter anymore.
Things I used to have panic attacks over, like
literally
missing an assignment, like just like the littlest things that like literally don't matter, like coming into rehearsal and being like, oh my gosh, I don't know the new part, and getting so stressed over it, and then like it doesn't matter.
No.
How did we live like that? Honestly,
it literally doesn't matter. And then my other off of that is to not be so trusting and dependent on other people for your success.
Everything, it's all about you, baby. This is your life. It's part of the plot. Like I said again, it's part of the plot, and it's just part of your story. And if you didn't have difficulties, you're probably really boring. Yes, that is. I was gonna say just kidding, but I feel like that's partially true. But also, if your story was just picture perfect the whole time, no one would really like watch your story, first of all, because we want the drama, we want the struggle. And I think that's why Netflix documentaries do so well, because with all the artists huddling in a circle on tour and they're like, oh my God, this is the best moment of my life, and then cut back to them like younger, growing up, struggling and doing all this other stuff, because it makes a good story. And God is doing that on purpose. The universe is doing that on purpose, so you can have a good story and you can learn from your mistakes and have that amazing story time that people will learn from and hold on to, and you'll inspire them.
Preach. Amen.
How did I become so woke all of a sudden? What the hell just happened?
You became a preacher.
I know.
You literally became a preacher.
I'm crying, but yeah, it's part of the plot, man.
Yeah,
it really is.
That's so funny that you brought up though how you like almost quit, because
I literally almost did.
I think I did. But I didn't tell anyone. Like in my head and to my parents, I quit.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm not going back. I'm not going back.
Yep.
I'm not.
There was like that one time I literally like it was my senior year, and I literally was like, I'm done. I'm completely done.
I think I remember that.
I remember
that too.
Yep. I was like, I'm like the main part of a few dances, but like, sorry, like I'm gonna leave. Done. And I remember like, I'm going to have a meeting with everyone. And I let one of my friends know at the studio, my close friends. And I remember that it was just like, I was going to do it. And then all of a sudden I had a change of heart.
Change of heart. That's usually what happens though. And I'm so grateful. My mom kind of like was very, like she was very supportive of my decision. I think I did text her being like, I think I want to like quit. Like, I don't think I want to do this anymore. I don't think this is like right for me. Like, I don't want to do it. And then she was like very supportive of it. And she was like, I mean, it's whatever you want to do. And I'm grateful she did that. And she wasn't like, no, stay in it. Like, blah, blah, blah. You're like so talented, whatever. I had to figure that out for myself, that I still wanted to keep doing it and still wanted to do what I love to do. I had to figure that out on my own. She wasn't going to be like, no, like she was completely supportive of my decision. And I think every parent and every supporter should be like that. If your child or if your significant other doesn't want to do something, I think they need to figure it out themselves, because again, it's part of their plot. It's part of their story. And then obviously if they want to come back to it, they totally can.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like saying school's always there.
Yeah.
Good.
I felt like I didn't truly find my love for dance until it was over.
Me too.
Yeah.
It sucks. It is the saddest thing to say, and it sucks, was after graduated high school, and then I was on dance team. So I was still dancing, like hardcore competition dancing after high school, but I wasn't like in it. I didn't like love it the way like I should have. And then I stopped doing it, and then the pandemic hit and I wasn't dancing at all. And that is when I truly was like, I can't live without this. I can't. It's going to be in my life in some shape or form. It has to be. Like, there's no way I can't do without it. Just like, and like now that I like teach it, it's so like I just like love it. Like I love dance.
That is
you really do
ridiculous.
love it.
I love it.
You really do love
dancing.
I was gonna say, but also obviously I had that epiphany when I stopped dancing as much as I used to from a dance studio, but also I loved dance when I was just like performing as well. And I think that's why a part of me wants to do Broadway as well. Cause like you're literally performing on the stage. Like how fun is that?
Oh yeah.
Tatum wants to do it too.
Yeah, it doesn't get better than that.
It really doesn't.
Trust me, I want to perform.
Period.
You still can.
I know. It's just like when it was hard, because once I found my true passion for dance and realized I want to do that forever was when COVID hit. And when I was trying to do all that stuff, it was very much a selective group was only dancing because of COVID. Like they weren't taking any new talent anywhere because of COVID.
Oh yeah.
So it was like right when I realized I wanted to try and go for it. It was January 2020, and I tried it, and then the pandemic hit, and it was like, meh. There goes.
That is so annoying.
And being a part of agencies, it's just so hard now too. You have to be like recommended and like all this stuff.
It's this whole other step, and I'm like, it's insane.
It really is.
I just, struggling over here.
Yeah. We all are struggling, but that's everyone in the world. And the people that are doing good, they're still struggling.
Again, it's part of the plot. Part
exactly.
of the story. Part of the plot. Makes
sense.
Makes sense somehow.
Yeah. Should we wrap it up?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Should we close out? Wait, I said, should we close out? And then I realized you say that when you want to like close your tab at the bar. You're like,
I know.
I'm ready to close out.
I'm ready to close out.
That's
exactly what's happening. All right, I'm ready to close out. Like, you want to open or close? Open or close, honey?
Open or close.
Close, please. Close. But thanks for coming on, Jaden. This was great.
Jaden, do you want to drop your where can we find you?
Thank you. Where can we find you? Thank you so much for having me. First of all, I just want to say thank you. Stream these two beautiful women's podcasts. It's truly hilarious. I listen to it every single week. And
stream your podcast.
Stream my podcast. Sorry, I'm giving you guys praise right now.
What's your
you
stuff?
guys have your moment. You can find me on TikTok, which is at Jaden Barba. My Instagram is at Jaden D Barba because Jaden Barba was taken, unfortunately. So annoying. But also, I also have a podcast as well with my mother. It's very chaotic. We're crying, screaming, laughing, and being serious. It's big. It's insane. But it's crazy. But it's literally called The Barba Bitches, and you could find it Spotify, Apple, Google, anywhere. And it's a fun
podcast
time.
Art by yours truly.
Wait, what?
Podcast art by yours
Podcast
truly.
art by Summer Rowley. Ate it up. I really did. But yeah, that's where you could find me. But don't come looking for me like at my house or something. I don't think I would be okay with that. I just you could find me on social media. That's it. Thanks.
Yep. Okay, bye guys.
Bye. So enthusiastic.